Hello, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've last uploaded. It's been this long. But anyway, let's not talk about that. Today I am back in the kitchen and I am going to set everything ablaze like I usually do. Because that's what I do. The meal we are cooking today is salty muffins. As you can tell by the tin over here. They're gonna be mini muffins because that's just the tin that I'm using. So what you're gonna need for this recipe is 2 eggs. You're gonna need flour. You're gonna need oil. You need yogurt. You need baking soda, and then you need feta cheese, and that's it. It's very simple, actually. It's not a very difficult recipe, and I'm gonna do it right now, and I'm gonna show you how. So let's go. Okay, so first we need to incorporate the eggs with the yogurt, the oil, and the baking soda. So I'm gonna start with the eggs. Okay, now I have my eggs here. So what we're gonna do is mix these. So next is the oil. My measurements say that we need half a cup, which means 100 grams of oil. I have my trusty scale here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna measure out 100 grams of any oil, doesn't matter, whichever you have at hand. Exactly 100, nice. Okay, we have our oil, and now the oil is gonna go into the bowl. Okay, next is the yogurt. So for the yogurt I need 1.5 cup of yogurt. This whole container is about 400 grams of yogurt. 1.5 cup of... So 1 cup is 200 grams. 1.5 would be 300. Quick maths. Which means I need to take from my scale at least 300 grams from this container. Which looks like this. 1, 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 8 tablespoons. Well, they were not like exact tablespoons because one of them were more or less, but 300 grams. So remember that. For the baking soda, we need 1 teaspoon. Okay, 1 tablespoon of soda, baking soda. And goes in. There we go. Okay, so our mixture looks like this. We have eggs, yogurt, baking soda, and oil. What we need to do now is mix everything, and I'm gonna use my handy dandy electric mixer for that, because for the sake of saving time. You can always do it without a mixer. You can use one of these, a whisk, if you so desire. But I'm gonna use this because I'm lazy. And I have it. God fucking damn it. So, now that we have mixed our mixture and it looks like this, it's all bubbly because of the baking soda, we can continue on with the recipe. We have to sift, that's very important, we have to sift the flour and put it into the mixture. Why? I don't know. That's what it says in the recipe. Okay, after we add the sifted flour, we mix again until we get a homogenized mixture, and then we add the feta cheese. The amount is up to your liking. I have bought 400 grams. I'm probably gonna start with 200 grams, see how it looks. If I need more, I'll just put more. That's how it goes. Also, that's personal preference. It's not in the recipe. I'm gonna add cheese. I'm gonna add the flour, and let's continue. For the flour, we need 280 grams of flour. Exactly. I don't think my cup is gonna fit 280, but we can do it in 2 courses, it's fine. Okay, first cup is 180, that's fine. I'm gonna add another 100 grams after this. I completely forgot to sift this. Nah, it's gonna be fine. I hope. We all make mistakes. We're all human. Okay. Exactly 100 grams of flour. I'm gonna continue, I guess, the fuckery and not sieve this either. I mean, I've already started, so it is what it is. And now we have to mix all of this so it's homogeneous. I don't think that's how you use the machine, bro. Yes, I know. I'm just using it like this so I don't spray flour everywhere. Something's incorrect here. The fuck? Did I just break my fucking machine? Hold on. Okay, bad news. I completely fucked up my machine. I don't know how it happened, but it's no longer working. So I guess we're doing this the normal way. By hand. God damn. This thick as fuck. This is bringing back memories. I remember when I did this before. Okay, well that's as smooth as I'm gonna get it, so I think it should be fine. It doesn't have visible clumps or anything. Or I'm blind. I don't know. What's left is we add the feta cheese. By the way, this is not actually feta, but this is Bulgarian cheese. The closest alternative to Bulgarian cheese is feta. So that's why I'm generalizing it as that. Because most people aren't from Bulgaria and can't actually buy Bulgarian cheese. Okay, now that we have gotten to the point where I'm gonna add the feta. The fuck is that? Now that we have gotten to the feta, I have my knife, I have my latex glove. I'm gonna cut it in the middle, gonna take it out, and I'm gonna smash it into the mixture. I'm gonna try and do it as fine as possible because we don't really want chunks in there. It's better to be fine. Essentially, that's what you do. Just crumble it in there as fine as you can. Yeah, like this. You don't want this in there, so just take it and smash it up. Or maybe you do, I don't know. I'm not your boss. Do what you want to do, man. This is all, this is basically half of it, half of the cheese. I'm gonna mix it now, see how the consistency looks. And if I am satisfied, I'm gonna just bake it. I'm just gonna fold it in, I guess. Okay, well, this is our mixture currently. How can I show you? This is the consistency. This is the thickness of the cheese in there. I'm not sure if I'm satisfied with the amount yet. But I'm gonna be adding cheese, like other cheese as well. So I think this should be fine for the feta at least. You can add more if you want more. Okay, next I'm gonna add the cheese. You can just add mozzarella. In grams, let's say 60, 70 grams. Okay, this is mixed enough. This is the final consistency. This is how it looks. So, yeah, it's just mixture with cheese. Now that we have our mixture and we have our muffin tin, what we need to do is take the mixture, transport it into these fillings and put it in the oven. You need to preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. One tip or advice, you don't want to overfill these because of the baking soda they are gonna expand when they cook. So my advice would be to fill every hole about 3/4 the way up, so it's not up to the top. You'll see when I do it, but you know, just so you know, so you have it as information. So 180 for 20 to 25 minutes per batch, and this is gonna be multiple batches. So let's go. Just take one of these. You probably have them, like the latex, or I don't know what material this is, but yeah, you get it. Just spray it around on the bottom and the walls as well, because these tend to stick a lot. Okay, now that we have greased our tin, we can begin the distribution of the materials in their dedicated spaces, living spaces. So it's a small spoon, as you can see. It's not quite a tablespoon, it's like a teaspoon. So I'm gonna take some of the mixture, not a lot, and plop it in there. Not all the way to the top because, as I mentioned, it's gonna overflow. Okay, we have filled all of our spots. Take a look at all of them. Check if you need to add more in any of the other ones, because maybe you overdid it in some places and you underdid it in others, like me. Because fuck consistency, am I right? Remember, 1/3. No, fuck, 3/4. My bad. Now we wait for the oven to be ready, and we're gonna shove them in there. Listen to them scream for help until they are done. Do you see how much they have risen up? And here we are. This is the finished product. I'm gonna get a close-up in a second, but this is basically it. They are fresh out of the oven. That's how they should look. They're nice and puffy and brown, golden brown. While I was waiting for them to cook, I was thinking, are these actually mini muffins or are they just cupcakes? I have no idea. But this is the finished product. We still have a lot of mixture left, so I'm probably gonna do a lot more batches. So periodically, when I take them out, I'm gonna lather a bit more oil, and that's it. You just keep going until the mixture is over. So yep, that's it. Thanks for joining me for this cooking video once more. I cannot guarantee when the next one will be, because yeah, you remember when the previous one was, so there are no promises from my end, but I am still here, I'm still alive, and I'm still cooking up ideas. And now that I have new equipment, new cameras, you might see me earlier than you anticipate. But we'll see. No promises. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.